Gukesh versus Liren. The dates and the venue are out. November 20th to December 15th is when the ultimate World Chess Championship clash is going to happen. It's very historic. For 200 years, ever since the sport existed in the modern era, there will be no European or American influence. We all thought that India, with its might at this point in time in FIDE, with 2 cities bidding for it, would get the chance to see Gukesh versus Liren. But no. When the post was done by FIDE itself on their social media handle, FIDE World Chess Championship match November 20th to December 13th, Liren versus Gukesh. But look at the venue. It's not India. It's Singapore. Now, despite 2 cities, Chennai and Delhi, bidding for it, they still lost out to Singapore. Why? We are all supposed to be very politically powerful at this point in time, isn't it? We are supposed to have a clout, right? Apparently not. Because in this video, I will tell you the 5 major reasons as to why India could not get the chance to host the Gukesh versus Liren match. And it really exposes the major problems that are there in India at this point in time. You may be absolutely celebrating the T20 World Cup win, absolutely. But this is a slap in the face for 5 simple reasons. Because these are the main outlines that I am giving you at this point in time. The main 3 reasons that India lost out on compared to the other 2. Political tussle. The politics that you know at this point in time, state versus center, it's come out in the FIDE Chess Championship bid. Air quality. We are in Delhi and we are cursing for the fact that November, December, why we are in this city, and I'll explain it to you why. Popularity in Southeast Asia. Now, this has represented a golden chance for FIDE to enhance their footprint in Southeast Asia because of these 2 factors. Emil Sutowski, who's the FIDE president at this point in time, he gave an interview to the Indian Express and he said, neutrality was very much a factor. Singapore also had a strong bid in many regards. A neutral venue is by far the main criteria when bids are comparable. There are other notable factors, for example, broadcasting, the revenue that is there, and also the space, the amount of, you may have to say, the logistical things. Singapore won out on all of that. Now, if you look at Emil Sutowski's statement, it does present the trend that yes, FIDE wanted neutrality, because ever since the 1970s, we are not looking at 1948 to the 1960s, because Soviet players used to play, it used to be held in the Soviet Union. Now, this is the problem. The main factor is the political tussle that is going on. The Chennai bid was backed by the ruling DMK government that is there. Now that is state. But the Delhi bid was backed by center. Now you know it is a non-BJP government in Tamil Nadu. There is a BJP government, NDA government at the center. And the main reason is I can understand Chennai's bid for it because there is a culture of chess in Chennai. Where is the culture of chess in Delhi? I agree, 1 or 2 grandmasters may have come. There is a chess club here. But apart from that, it has never produced chess players on such a big note. FIDE did not want to get involved in the political tussle between center and state. So that one factor went against them. November, December, you pray that you are nowhere up in North India because AQI. God forbid if the World Chess Championship was held in Delhi, everybody would have fallen sick. Because AQI in Delhi in November, December always deteriorates. Last 5 years, it's always registered 400 plus. In some cases, 400 plus is just an average. It's gone past 800 plus, 900 plus. Chennai weather is also no better in November, December. Thank goodness FIDE made the sensible decision of not hosting it in Delhi, because we would have once again had a case of players falling ill, chess players not able to properly prepare, and because of that, AQI, November, December, Delhi had no chance. Now, why did FIDE want to have an imprint in Southeast Asia? Because for nearly 30 years, they had not hosted anything in Southeast Asia. You would remember around the 80s and the 90s for all chess players, Jakarta had hosted one part of the Anatoly Karpov versus Yang Timman encounter. Manila had hosted many Olympiads, and also Baguio had hosted several world events as well. Philippines, Indonesia and all those places would host chess tournaments. Now, after 32 years, Singapore is getting it. And you look at neutral venues, the main concept of a neutral venue began during the Boris Spassky versus Bobby Fischer encounter. They didn't want to play anywhere else, they played in Reykjavik, in Iceland. Ever since then, you look at Manila, you look at all the other events that have been there, except for 2000 and 2013. 2000, one part was held in New Delhi, the other part was held in Tehran. 2013 was held in Chennai. But there is one major factor that no one is focusing on: India-China tensions. Now, ever since Galwan, there has been a lot of tensions between India and China, which have kind of cooled down but are still bubbling at the surface. China was the only major nation that did not send its chess team to the Chess Olympiad in 2023 in Mamallapuram. And the continuing tensions between India and China could have played a massive role in FIDE awarding the bid to Singapore. So, it is a missed opportunity for India yet again. For all the thing that the Olympic torch will always emerge from India, it's a spiritual center of chess. Yet, you failed in trying to get a bid, and you failed to ensure that the World Chess Championship was held in India. 2013 was the last time it was held, 2000 was the last time it was held in New Delhi, 2013 in Chennai. Now you don't have any other chance now. You will have to wait for the next cycle in 2026 for India to potentially get a bid. That too if Gukesh wins. If he doesn't, well, then you have to start from scratch all over again. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.